Hello, welcome to another episode of Chatting Over a Cuppa, a journey back to Jaffna, a dream fulfilled. The last video I did in Jaffna inspired many of my friends and fans to explore the north of Sri Lanka, and truly it is a journey worth taking. In this video, I'm taking you along to the unforgettable places we visited and the memories we created. This December January, we spent 3 beautiful weeks in Sri Lanka. After the devastating cyclone Ditwa and the floods, we had our own doubts, but we chose to continue with the original plan. Sri Lanka needed visitors, she needed support, and we never once regretted that decision. As always, we reunited with family and friends, the moments that warmed the heart. But this trip held something even more special for me. Jaffna, a long held dream. Visiting Jaffna again was a dream come true. The first and the last visit, long ago as a child, left me with beautiful memories. And then the 30-year civil war and life took us overseas. For years, Jaffna remained in my heart, unfulfilled, unseen, calling me back. This time I was determined not only to revisit those cherished places, but also to see what I had missed before. I also carried something deeply personal with me, copies of my novel Arya's Dream to donate to the Jaffna Public Library and Chunakam Library. We traveled by a hired van. My husband Dulip, my brother-in-law Viraj, his wife Chamini Nangi, and I, with a friendly and accommodating driver Susantha. Instead of flying or taking the train, we chose the road trip. And what a decision that was! We enjoyed authentic Sri Lankan food, meeting interesting people, and watched the island transform before our eyes. The changing landscape, the drive from Colombo to Jaffna tells its own story. Bustling towns line the roads, shopping thriving everywhere. Sri Lanka amazes me. Within a few hours, you pass through multiple climate zones, from the wet, lush greenery along the Colombo Kurunagala Road. We gradually entered the dry zone, scrub forests, hardy bushes, palmyra, palms, and cacti lining the Ni. Thanks to the November December rains, the tanks were full and the countryside glowed in vibrant green. Elephant Pass, a moment of awe. We paused at Elephant Pass, where the monument of Corporal Kamini Kularatna, the Hasalaka war hero, stands tall. Beside it rest the remains of the bulldozer he destroyed to prevent massive destruction. History feels different when you stand before it. Entering Jaffna, land of Palmyra. Finally, we reached the northern peninsula, flat limestone terrain dotted with iconic Palmyra palms. After the rains, everything was fresh, lush, and alive. The tropical climate welcomed us warmly. If you are considering visiting Jaffna, this is truly a wonderful time. We stayed at Margosa Green Hotel in Chunakam, away from the city bustle. The owner encouraged us to make the most of our 3 days, and we certainly did. Our first evening included Nallur, Kandasamy, Kovil, Jaffna Clock Tower, Sri Nagaviharya, King Sangilian's Palace, Anjaneya Temple with its magnificent Hanuman statue, and of course, some lively bazaar shopping. A meaningful second day. The next morning, my friend Taharan from my teacher training days joined us. His presence was a blessing. He became our guide, historian, and companion. Our first stop was the Chunakam Library, where I donated copies of Arya's Dream. Mrs. Jayalakshmi, the librarian, received them warmly. It was a proud and happy moment. We then visited Kantharodai, Kaduru an ancient Buddhist site with 60 small dagabas believed to hold relics of Arahat monks, a sacred site of over 2000 years old. A plaque reads their sad story that was buried in history. At Dambakola Patuna, we stood where Theri Sangamita arrived in 250 BC with the sacred Bo sapling from the original Bodhi tree. History breathes a lot through that shoreline. Though the structures today are modern, the spiritual significance remains powerful. This place had inspired so much reverence for a young Therani who braved a long sea journey on an important mission. We enjoyed fruit juice and herbal tea with jaggery at the Navy run canteen. Just simple moments and friendly conversations. We bought kotta kilingu, in Tamil Penang kilingu, which in English is Palmyra sprout, jaggery, and peanut biscuits from the local vendors they took there as a help. Now we are in Dambakola Patuna. This is where Venerable Sanghabinta Therani landed and when she arrived from India with the sapling of the sacred Bo tree, which became the famous Jai Sri Mahabodhi in Anuradhapura. This is where she landed, and the statue, you can see the statue over there in the middle of the beautiful island, and over there you can see the beautiful sea. So we can assume this as a very beautiful significant place. And over there you can see the yacht with the casket of the sapling of the ancient oak tree. With the sound of the sea behind, it's very difficult to make me audible, but this is a beautiful replica of the shape. Venerable Sanghamitra Therani arrived in Sri Lanka. The wording on the plaque tells us more information. So a must see for everyone. Kirimale to Point Pedro. Kirimale's mineral springs brought back memories. The water is believed to have healing properties, lie right beside the sea. Though the area's management could be improved, the place itself remains naturally beautiful. Lunch at Tal Savannah KKS followed, a spacious venue run by the Sri Lanka Army. Then we stood at the Point Pedro, the northernmost tip of Sri Lanka, gazing at the Bay of Bengal, beautiful beaches, a charming harbor, and a peaceful environment made it unforgettable. It's a moment of triumph for us who braved this long road trip from Colombo. Some of us posted letters from Northern Tip Post Office. Now we are at Point Pedro, the northmost point of Sri Lanka. And it's a bit hot today, and I'm not hot. Beautiful place. Jaffna Public Library, another must-see place. The third day began at the iconic Jaffna Public Library, once burned in the early 1980s, now magnificently rebuilt. Donating 5 copies of Arya's Dream, there was a moment I will cherish forever. Now readers in Jaffna can share in my story. We explored the majestic Jaffna fort, rich with centuries of history, and later treated ourselves to ice cream at the famous Rio ice cream parlor. Saying goodbye to Thaya was difficult. His friendship and guidance made our journey joyful, smoother, and more meaningful. Finally, we traveled back along the A9 to Colombo, stopping at the local cafes, roadside cafes, tasting local delights, and carrying home beautiful memories. Why you should visit Jaffna? Jaffna or Yalpanam is a treasure. It could be a place you only see in a story, but Jaffna and the north of Sri Lanka is so special with its own sights, sounds, smells, taste, and is a vibrant presence. You can travel by road as we did, or take the iconic Yal Devi from Colombo to Kankasanture. From there, hire a car, a van, or even a tuk-tuk. Accommodation is available for every budget. Jaffna offers scenic beaches and lagoons, ancient historical places and sites, sacred temples, rich cultural heritage, unique and mouth-watering cuisine. It is a place of resilience, history, warmth, and beauty. One thing that you should not do is to leave the rubbish to litter around those wonderful and important places. Please be mindful of the environment, to protect the environment as you protect yourself and your loved ones. When you come here, please don't leave the area, and you can see watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's meet again in another fantastic video. Thank you.